The long-awaited reunion of Mani Ratnam and Kamal Haasan in Thug Life unfortunately falls short. This film about Tamilian gangsters in New Delhi often feels like a pastiche of other gangster flicks and shows rather than a nuanced Mani Ratnam original. As someone who rarely checks their phone during a movie, those 2 hours are sacred to me. I have to admit this was the first time in a long time I felt the urge to scroll through my phone during a cinematic experience. Despite the well-choreographed action, the clever and loud sound effects, and all the bells and whistles, the movie can't be saved from its own shortcomings. Part of the issue is the uninspired story and screenplay co-written with Kamal Haasan. While I'm not trying to throw shade at Kamal sir, this film barely felt like a Mani Ratnam film except for the solid cinematography by frequent collaborator Ravi K. Chandran and a decent soundtrack from the other frequent collaborator A.R. Rahman, Anju Vanapuve being my favorite. Thug Life introduces us to Shaktivel, a Tony Soprano type anti-hero played by Kamal Haasan. In a Shakespearean style story, he's a gangster who takes in an orphan boy named Amar after a gang war shootout goes wrong, raising him to be his second in command. Now, Shaktivel might be arrogant and morally bankrupt, but it's his reckless behavior towards his family that make him difficult to root for, unlike Tony Soprano, who at least sought therapy and behaved like an average dad with anger issues. Actor Shimbu plays the grown-up version of Amar, who's also flawed but more relatable, being that his actions make a lot more sense in the world of the story. But the film's tone shifts drastically between halves, feeling like two different movies. There's just a casual voiceover indicating the passage of time, and suddenly Kamal Haasan is sporting a Shah Rukh Khan-like wig and engaging in kung fu fights. It just doesn't allow for easy suspension of disbelief. I believe there's an underlying moral message in the film, but it gets lost, too diluted by the effort to pump up Kamal Haasan's star power. It's only in the third act, during some tender moments between these larger-than-life characters, that we glimpse the Mani Ratnam magic we've come to love. Perhaps those few moments are worth it, but I seriously considered walking out several times during the first hour. Ultimately, Kamal Haasan's character is the weakest link in the film, with unexplained contradictions in his character. One moment he believes women should be educated and independent, the next he is arrogant and flirty with women much younger to him. If this is supposed to be some sort of old man Riz, then I have nothing more to say than to hang my head in disappointment. Even Tony Soprano faced his judgment day.